Although you don't might not have it yet. There's one ability I say you probably should get quickly.
Astral energy.
Say no more.
Well done.
Here I come. Dragon Swarm. Ion, Sword Ray Alpha. Wind. Do it. Take over me in an instant. Impact Cross.
No complaints from me.
There we go. So there's a ability. I think Leon. I think where is it? Where is it? That's Counter Edge. Definitely get Counter Edge right here. Make sure you get it on every single character who has it. What is it? No. Oh yeah. Counter Edge upon defeat. When you get this one, another day, another wall. Get Counter Edge upon defeating enemies. So anytime an enemy is dead, if you hit all one, you instantly go into a Counter Edge move to the nearest enemy, which will instantly break them.
Too, right?
Allowing you to get into a combo, which or like no more fights, it just slowly slaps.
This is Taka Pond, and it happened to have saved my life once upon a time.
Yeah, cure points. I like to call them cure points, curative
life
points.
Under the past lords by escaping here when I needed to.
No.
It's terrible to
When you have no
but
CP,
great for catching
you
up
can't
like
use
the
healing
wind away
arts.
from Ren and eyes.
Bear in mind, our rations back then weren't enough to live off of. You had to take matters into your own hands if you wanted enough food to survive.
But how did you catch them? With your bare hands?
That might take a while. Fish are prone to swim.
So let me
away
show
from
you.
trouble.
I'd put bait or a lure on a line and use it with a fishing rod.
You must not be familiar with fishing if this sounds new to you. Here, let me show you how it's done.
Various fishing pools at Bandana contain different specimens of fish to catch. These fish can be used to cooking, sold for gold oiled. Even like new titles, don't hesitate. Try new fishing poles and find them. Fishing consists of 4 steps: casting a line, luring fish, hooking them, and reeling them in. Might spend some off time doing some fishing. We'll fish in just a second.
And that's all there is to it.
Wow. It seems like you need to have good reflexes to catch anything. I don't know if it's really for me. Kisara? I think I've seen enough.
Oh, sorry. I guess I'm just in my own little world when I go fishing.
Looks like we're going to be here for a while.
That's how fishing goes. You wait for a bite, and then the real battle begins.
Miguel told me that different fish live in different regions, and you have to pick the right rod and lure for what you're hoping to catch.
Oh, I can see that being
But
something
that doesn't
cool.
change the fact it's a giant time sink.
Of course, each fish has its own unique flavor, too. And some of them are supposed to be extremely delicious.
When you put it like that, maybe it's worth me trying my hand at fishing after all.
You're just in it for the food.
I was hoping we'd get to fish during our travels. And it just so happens I made sure to grab my brother's old rod before I left Vicente. So, if you ever feel like fishing when we've got a little downtime, just let me know.
Good to hear. Thanks for showing us.
We learned fishing. Okay, so
Okay!
ooh, fishing experts. No SP for that? Oh. At least you got an emblem. Okay, overpension. Just put that on how well. So, that's also another thing for Shion. You get a move called KO. Here we go. What was it? I don't remember what half of these things are at. Here we go. KO convention. Make sure you put that on here. Put that at 1. instead of killing her from an attack that would probably kill her. So, see, all alts take AG. So that's what you have. That's those little squares you have. So, in the movie, yeah. Some 2 AG, some are like 3. I haven't seen the 3. Oh, here we go. Yeah, that's 3 AG. Some of them are 1. But CP are for all healing moves. So first aid, recover, resurrection, healing circle. Those are all CP. And unlike AG that recovers over... God damn. I need to stop doing that. Recovers over time. Your CP is until AV rest or until you heal it with orange gels. I'll go fishing.
Now, where might those fish be?
Oh, hello.
Looks like I lost it. I've got a good feeling about this one.
Nice.
That was disappointing.
God damn it. This is fast paced.
There we go.
And one going where the fishing doesn't suck. I'll wait.
I'll get you next time.
Fishing doesn't suck. I just not handling it well.
Reel it in.
There we go.
Boy, that's a bit of a letdown.
You take your fishing pretty seriously.
Yeah, I caught myself a trout. How you like them apples? Blob?
Reel it in. I'll let you go this time.
God damn it.
Yeah. There we go. Good fishers always keep their cool.
Oh, I'm hitting the wrong button. Ah.
I've got something.
Gotcha. You belong to me.
Boy, that's a bit of a letdown.
You take your fishing pretty seriously.
Oh, one more fish. We're gonna switch up the lure.
You're still not done fishing yet? Boring.
You need patience to fish.
Wizarding Breast XX.
Ha! I've got something.
Gotcha.
Anybody could reel in that.
Guess it's important to stay calm.
Not much rarity for this fish. But we caught brass and we got something else. I might find other fishing places later.
I'm always amazed what healing arts
Oh,
can do.
nice. Ah, you gave me a terrible shield. I should smack you inside your head, but it's a shield. So,
Just doing my job. No need to thank me.
Hey. Is it just me, or have those two barely spoken a single word to one another?
I know, right? But after everything that happened with Miguel, is it really any wonder?
Kinda puts a damper on the whole journey though, huh? How long do you think they're gonna keep this up?
If it bothers you that much, why don't you ask them?
Why do I have to ask?
How come you walk together like that?
She really doesn't beat around the bush.
You mean Kisara and myself?
You hadn't noticed? You've been practically joined at the hip ever since we left Vicente.
I guess it's force of habit, most likely. I was always ready to protect him, should the need arise. It sort of came with the job description.
Right. From being in the Elder Menancia Guard. Although, Dohalim's pretty capable of defending himself, isn't he?
Having guards doesn't necessarily mean the one being guarded is weak. No one's perfect all the time.
Even so, it's not like they're entirely wrong, Kisara. You're no longer in my employ, after all.
I don't know. I mean, if it's what she's used to and you're both comfortable with it, then who are we to judge?
But she doesn't serve him anymore. It isn't normal for her to keep following him around like she still does.
You know, she's probably right. And a lot has changed over the last few days. I guess it wouldn't hurt to rethink our relationship in light of the new circumstances. Perhaps I'll give it some thought after all.
yeah, after a while, I realized Benoit has something stuck up her butt. Something
You might
long.
want to stop asking his permission for every little thing while you're at it.
Sorry. It's not that easy, shaking off old habits. I'll probably need a little time to get fully used to it.
Pulled up her butt and died.
I've noticed that sometimes we come across enemies who fight like you, and try to dodge our attacks at the last second.
I hate those guys. I can get some hits in when they move into attack, but otherwise they slip past damn near everything else I throw at them.
If what you're seeking is a way to more reliably hit them, there is a solution.
Try to outclass them on reflexes?
I possess the ability to command Earth elemental beings to some extent. They emerge as the land itself and take root on my command. They will swiftly bind the enemies, at which point you can dispatch them.
Huh?
What he means is that he can make plants grow to hold the enemies in place. At least I think that's probably what he's saying.
I'm glad at least one of us understands him. So basically, if we find an enemy that likes to dodge, we should let Dohalim handle it.
I shall do what I can within my modest means to help.
That was class. Fun law. Alright.
Dohalim's fighting style is... what's the word I'm looking for? Subdued? No...
Do you mean elegant, perhaps?
Yeah, that's the word. For better or worse, you can definitely tell he's cut from posh Renin cloth.
And he's not just skilled with the staff either. He can also use astral arts, including healing ones. I can see how he made it to the position of a lord.
You flatter me, but my fighting techniques merely come from a style that aims to conserve energy by minimizing body movement.
Is that why you wait until the last second before you dodge attacks? To avoid unnecessary movements?
No, I do that to sharpen my senses. I find that doing so is an effective means of drawing out my innermost strength.
Ooh.
Oh yeah, I've noticed you look stronger and strike out with your rod more after you dodge attacks. Guess that's why.
Still, it's a risk. Don't you ever worry you'll dodge at the wrong moment?
Then, it'll be just as well.
Huh?
It's nothing. Let us continue.
He still blames himself.
Why are you looking at me like that?
That armor you wear is standard issue for the Menancian Guard, right?
Originally, I've added some flair to it in a lot of places.
I noticed, especially with that open back.
We guardsmen pride ourselves on never showing our back to our enemies. It's my way of making myself live up to that. Plus, it makes it that much lighter and easier to maintain.
Dohalim, do you have anything to say about this?
Every guardsman is allowed to wear their armor as they see fit.
And you, Law?
Huh? Why are you asking me?
Because you won't stop staring at it. It's just like, why you gotta out me like that, sis? Ooh, cheese fondue.
This should definitely keep you guys full.
You okay, Shion? You're not eating very much.
What's wrong? Do you not like the cheese fondue that you made?
Yeah, I'm used to seeing you more excited about food.
You're not feeling sick, are you?
No, I'm fine. It's nothing like that. It's just...
What?
I guess I just don't understand what the appeal is. We could just as easily put everything on a plate and pour the cheese on top of it instead.
I suppose it lies in being able to decide exactly how much cheese you want. There's also something to be said for enjoying how it all turns out. It's fun.
That's fine and all, but I wish the plate-to-mouth time was shorter.
I think I understand. You don't like having to put in so much effort into eating something, do you?
Yeah, I hear what you're saying. Actually, now that I think about it, you're a way less fussy eater than you look, Shion.
In my book, there's no one right way to eat a meal. Tuck in.
I
take
love
your
this is the
time,
conversation
eat
we're
dainty,
having.
or devouring. As long as you enjoy the food, that's what counts.
There's no need to stand on ceremony while we're out camping in the wilderness.
Yeah, you're right. In that case, Don't mind if I do.
I've never seen someone dump that much cheese on a meal before. Kisara, let's talk for a bit.
You just like imagine horror. Holy
It's becoming a
shit.
familiar sight.
Miguel was the one who taught me how to maintain my equipment after I first joined the Guard. Now it's just a part of my routine.
Your brother always seems to come up whenever I talk to you.
That's because we had no other relatives, so it was just the two of us growing up. He was my idol, the one I looked up to and wanted to be like. When I became a guardsman, Lagiel wasn't too pleased to see me at first. It was Miguel who really welcomed me aboard.
Lagiel? Oh, right. She was Miguel's second in the Gold Dust Cats, wasn't she?
That's right. She's always been a very critical and down-to-earth person. In other words, the complete opposite of a dreamer like me.
You're more an idealist than some pie-in-the-sky dreamer.
Even so, that's my brother's doing. He'd never let me stop seeing a brighter world. He always did what he could to keep me smiling and happy.
You must have meant a lot to him.
He wasn't just kind either. He always worked so hard to set an example for me and everyone else around him. He was a true big brother. So much so that when he thought I was asleep, he'd slip out of the house to go training on the outskirts of town.
You seem to know a lot about it.
That's because I only pretended to be asleep and would follow after him.
Hmm.
You know what? I'm at a good stopping point with my shield. If you've got time, how about I tell you a couple more Miguel stories?
I guess I'd better get comfortable.
I'll take watch tonight. It's okay.
I like that. I like the growing into a community.
Before we go, do you guys have everything?
Well, alright, folks. It is honestly that time. Yeah, we fought a lot, and now we're here. I might check out those other pools and whatnot offline, but that is for next time, folks. Tomorrow, it seems we'll be returning to Ace Attorney for the final case of the first game. So be prepared to look out for that. I'd like to see what's going on. Hope you wrap your minds around the